Look, folks, this is huge. We start going to put tariffs, big tariffs on ETH. We're going to make people buy diamonds. Diamonds, the best, the classiest. It's all about the diamonds now, more valuable, more powerful. Everyone sits talking about it. We're making buying and crushing, buying and burning great again, folks. Really great. November 11th is coming. It's a whole new game, folks, a winning game, the biggest. Believe me.
Diamonds will be very scarce in the market. Blaze is already pretty scarce on the market. So we're hoping for fireworks between the two. Hello everybody. Hope you're doing well. Again, what's going on in the markets? Fear and greed. Bitcoin fear and greed index at 15. Seen a post that even when Terra Luna crashed, it was only like 20. So absolutely crazy times we are in at the minute. Straight in. Weaponhead, buy the dip. Cheers for tuning in, Weaponhead. Absolutely. I don't know if anybody has any money left to buy any more dips. I did see another post saying a Bitcoin post. You know, we don't really, get involved in a lot of things going on with Bitcoin. Don't really consume a lot of Bitcoin content. But it's funny, the Blaze account, because I'm spending so much time on the Blaze X account, posting, engaging. My feed, because we don't follow anybody, my feed, because like if you imagine, I follow in my own personal account, I follow about 1,700 people, and they're all people in Titanx and Pulse Chain and a few others. Most of them really are Titanx and Pulse Chain and a few other crypto folk, and my feed is filled with nonsense. The Blaze account only follows 60 odd people, and a lot of them are other builders, other founders, or other crypto YouTubers, or big KOL accounts. So the feed is filled with very, very different stuff. But anyway, somebody saying that this was the final Bitcoin shakeout before it rips to 200K, something like that. So you heard it here. Hopley, cheers for tuning in again, man. Appreciate you being here. Appreciate you participating. Same to you, Weaponhead. Blaze is doing pretty well at the minute. Diamonds off to a great start. Maxi, cheers for tuning in. I don't know what your notification is for, but glad you're here. All right, okay. So I was at 9:30. So hopefully he's back here watching, listening. Might be flying solo tonight. Not quite sure. The team, Utah and Rich are quite busy today, so we will see. But look, we're not going to waste much time tonight. We just want to dig into the details of what's going on. And let me get my first screen up right now. We'll get a look at 67. Antonio Rodriguez, 67 what percent gain somewhere. I'm not sure what 67 means. Tank Will, congrats on the successful launch of diamonds. Thank you very much, sir. I said it before, I can take no credit for the design and the implementation of the building. I did answer a few questions now and again and throw in some opinions towards the end, but yeah, I can take no credit for a lot of it. Rich is the main man. Put so much effort into it. Helped a lot by the likes of Utah, Dude, the Dev, some designers. There's a few other Titanx builders in there giving a lot of positive feedback, positive input as well. So, but yes, thank you. It is a team effort, and I am part of the team. So, thank you. The launch has been pretty great. We've ticked over at 2 p.m. UK time today. We ticked over into day 3. So let's get a look at what's been going on. Let's get a look. And yeah, I really do appreciate everybody paying attention, tuning in. We've been working hard, and it does feel like some of the effort is paying off. We really have been working our asses off for the Titan X community, for our own. And when me and Utah took over the Blaze project, we really have put a lot of effort in, a lot of effort, money, time to. Your screen isn't normal. Strange. What's wrong with it? It should be fine. Well, the show must go on. As long as you can see what I'm sharing, then maybe. Hi, Lizzie. How's it going? Let me know in the comments if it comes back to normal, and we'll see. So look, Diamonds launched three days ago. We're into day 3. Diamonds launched 2 days ago. And the sole purpose of this was, well, not sole purpose, a couple of purposes: to bring Ethereum dividends back. Since Blaze ticked over day 365, it's vertical, not horizontal. Okay, vertical broadcast. It shouldn't be. There is new settings on. There is new settings. Am I horizontal for everybody else or just Weaponhead? Because there are new settings in StreamYard. It does put your broadcast out in both horizontal and vertical. So let me just check quickly. Let me just quickly check if layouts. No. General. Yeah, it should be you. Horizontal. Yeah, okay. It should be you, Weaponhead. Maybe it's whatever device you're watching on, whatever. Because now StreamYard updated their settings, so whenever you're launching a stream, you can it simultaneously broadcasts it vertical and horizontal for whatever viewer to watch it in whatever way they want to. So yeah, just check it out there. Sorry, I got thrown off by that one. Where was it? Yeah, the purpose to whenever day 365 of Blaze ticked over, a lot of the incentive for Ethereum payouts and Blaze started to dry up. So Diamonds was launched to try to bring some of that stuff back, and also try to revitalize Blaze. And the two systems definitely do work hand in hand, and it is doing what it's supposed to so far. So hopefully that will continue. It's important to say, people participating in this protocol, you need Blaze. Okay, so if you go into the protocol Diamonds with just ETH, that's going to market by Blaze, which is absolutely great. But this post we put out today, this is when the Blaze gets market bought, it's great. It pumps the price up a little bit. It helps everything, but there is it kind of needs a little bit of an attack from all angles. So participants in Diamonds, if you're listening to this and you're looking at, maybe you have a load of ETH, you don't have any Blaze, it's easier to just throw the ETH in. On YouTube, not. Weaponhead, I'm not going to dig into it anymore tonight. Noted. And in fact, stop. It's actually showing me in my, why is that? It's showing me in my settings. And whenever you put your comments come up, it shows me that you're watching it in horizontal mode. It shows me who's watching it in horizontal and who's watching it in vertical. So I'm not 100% sure why that is. Let's see if I can change it for you. No, can't. On X, it's good, not on YouTube. Anyway, we will figure out. Tomorrow, I'll do a little bit of an AI search and see why it's coming up for different people in different ways. Anyway, Blaze auctions. Blaze auctions are an important part of the process. One of the things we're trying to do with Diamonds is suck in as much liquid Blaze as possible here in the early days. We want to get as much liquid supply off the market, and when that comes off, then what we're hoping is that the best and easiest way, remember, every time somebody participates in diamonds, the blaze is effectively gone. 80% of it is getting max staked for 2,888 days. It ain't coming back in the short term at all. So whenever we start to suck up more and more liquid supply, and that blaze stake percentage goes up, and the diamond blaze share in the pool, that in the staking and blaze goes up as well, it's going to force people, if they want to blaze and they want to participate in diamonds, it's going to force people in to the auctions anyway over time. But now the important thing to remember is that if you're looking for blaze, have a look in the auction every day and see if there's an ROI. Today, it starts off, depending on the price, but say today it was sitting at around 24 cents per blaze. The auction starts off with a 21x. Obviously, this comes down. I mean, if we take a quick look at it now, it started off at that today before any participants come in. Now, the reality here is, and there's no hiding of it, and I don't mean to, it's a minus 14 now. Okay, so whoever's into the auction today started off getting a very, very good deal, but their deal has got worse and worse as the day progressed, as other people come in, and as price goes down, if they've paid a higher price at the start of the day and the market price goes down, that also obviously affects the ROI when you participate in blaze. But there's a thing, there's a bit of a catch here, and the catch is that you still get the blaze to put in to diamonds, but all the ETH that's come into blaze will end up eventually in the diamonds protocol, because the ETH, most of the ETH that comes into blaze gets added to the reward pools, and over time diamonds is going to take over most of those reward pools over time, not straight away, but over time. So look, it's important that we have a chat, that if you are participating, just remember that keep your eye out for the best deal each day. And if there's no difference in price, or you think that you might get a better deal in the auction, go into the auction to get the blaze. Or totally ignore what I'm saying and just mark it bad. But I'm just giving you the reasons why it's good. It fills up these reward pools, and it fills up the reward pools. And when we look into diamonds here now, we will see how the stake is going, how the stake is building, and what's going to happen as all. I don't think we've had. I really don't think we've had an 8-day payout as high as this in quite some time. The participation is definitely going up. 26k in the 288-day payout, $6,000 in the 88-day payout. So not massive numbers, but we really do think that we can help these grow over time. Diamonds is it is a longer term play. You might get quick gains here at the start. Some people might get quick gains at the start, but it's definitely built to be a bit of a longer cook for participants. That's not a thing that we try to just not let all the value drain out of the system quickly. So mining okay, let's see. Mining. I'm going to do a little bit of, we're going to have, if we look at the stats page first, the stats page, the analytics, we're still lacking a couple of things. There's no easy way at the minute to see the total number of miners created, how much value people put into those miners, but that is coming. It should go live tomorrow here in the analytics section, a full June dashboard that'll be able to let you see, wallets and how many miners the certain wallets created, how long or how much blaze they put in, how much ETH went in with it, the values of those. It'll give you the amounts of coming out in the future each day, all the kind of stuff you're used to seeing with all Mike Dean's June dashboards in the past. A lot of the data we've been looking at lately for Taurus, things like that. So we will have that coming. But I'm going to just show people a little thing that you can do if you're interested in kind of digging around Etherscan. So if you go to if you copy the diamonds token, and we will bring up Etherscan. You go to Etherscan. If you paste in the diamonds token address, and it will bring up kind of all the transactions involving diamonds. And we see here, I'll just zoom in here. You can see here, start miner. So it's going to show all the transactions where miners were started. Now it's hard. You got to click in and have a look through some of the details. But and again, we won't need this tomorrow, but it's just I like to show some things. Maybe people will learn something. If you go to view all transactions, and so this is basically taking in everything that's showing us all the transactions that have happened in the diamonds with the diamonds token. So if I download here, it says download the CSV. If I click on that, it will bring me up. Click the arrow, brings you straight to Etherscan. Good point, Hopley. Sorry about that, folks. If you just click this, it brings you straight through. In here, I'm going to put it's the 1st of November. We'll run with that. Download. So this is downloading me all the transactions that are here. Okay, let me change this screen over. Stop screen. Share screen. Window. Bump. Okay. Now that looks a bit of a mess. Okay, so this is showing us every transaction in the protocol since it launched. Now, if this is on a Mac, by the way. If I sort sending, I'm going to filter out all these transactions that aren't create miners. So this is everything that's come in so far. It seems like some of you guys in the Hoppy in the comments telling me to do that. I would say he knows how to do some of this stuff all right. I'm pretty damn sure Weaponhead, who's watching there, is fully clued in on this stuff. So we'll delete all that out. And we've got all these are start miners. I'm just gonna delete these out as well. These rows. So we have only left in is the start miners. Now, let's see how many we've got. Miners. How many miners we have had since the protocol kicked off. There are 132 miners have been created. And you can obviously in your Excel spreadsheet or your number spreadsheet filter out. We can look at, there's an Ether value, transaction fee. This is the value of ETH in. So this is only pulling off. This doesn't tell you the Blaze value. This just tells you the ETH value that came in. I haven't actually totaled this up on Etherscan yet, but if we'll go to the bottom and see what that totals, what has been used to create miners, 10 ETH. So about $30,000 has come in over the first 3 days. Maybe it's a bit more than that, closer to 40K. Closer to 40K has come in over the first 2 and a bit days. So just a little bit of info for people there if you want to dig around a bit deeper into what's happening with the miners, who get in early, what wallets get in early, all that kind of stuff. Now we're going to look at what has happened with all that ETH. That's the ETH value, sorry. So that's the ETH value. There's the same value, well, equivalent value of Blaze has come into the protocol as well. And we'll look at where the ETH's sitting in the system, where the Blaze is sitting in the system, and what exactly is going on. Hopefully, one of my compadres also will join me here soon. Stop screen. We'll bring that last one back up. Good on you, Hopley, keeping me right. I just want, before I go on and bring the screen back up again, just check the Diamond Hands Club has 508 tickets issued. That's actually gone up by 8 today. That was exactly, well, 28 today, maybe. There was 9. Yeah, that's gone up 18 today. So 18, it looks like I was looking at it this morning, and I'm pretty sure it said 490 this morning. So that could be, yeah, I'm not even going to dig into it. You're probably right. There was 455, so 45 plus 8, 53, and I think there was 56. Let's have a quick check. Get that other screen back up. Oh, it shows us in NFTs how many have been minted. So number of mints hasn't gone up. So yes, Hoppy, you're right. The math checks. The math checks out. There have been 53 claimed so far. So yeah, only 3 people are sitting with their Diamond Hand tickets unclaimed. Good to know. Means we've definitely been doing our job. We've mentioned it many times already that when you get your Diamond Hand ticket, just because you have it doesn't mean you've claimed it. You still have to come to the Blazed app, go to Diamond Hands Club, and use this section here to actually claim your ticket. So unfortunately, it doesn't matter long term, but this 408k value of ETH in the pool, the amount of ETH is ticking up every single day. Every time somebody puts money into the Blaze auction, this number of ETH, 127 ETH, goes up, but the value is still coming down with these market conditions. Still creeping down. Even last week, this was still sitting up at about 450. Even the week before, it was still up at about 475k. We have seen it up, well up over 500,000 before, approaching 600k, possibly even tapped over 600k. But anyway, if you're here for the long term, this number that's here at the minute does not matter in the slightest. Okay. Now, auctions. So of the sum of 20% of the ETH coming in is getting fired into this pool. There's currently $8,000 worth of ETH in the first auction. Obviously, every time somebody participates in the Diamonds protocol, more gets added into this. So what have we got now? How much total diamonds exchanged? So there's 8k in there. And that at the minute is, let me see if I can get this right. Total allocated ETH all time. Okay. So this is the ETH available, 7895. People have thrown in or burnt 273 diamonds so far. So a value of 3,817 of diamonds. So whoever's in this pool so far is getting a pretty good deal. Does that make sense? Am I explaining that? Is what is on the screen here clear to people? This is a weekly auction where 20% of the ETH that comes in gets fired into this pool. It's so far accrued this figure here of 7,895, 2.4 ETH worth nearly 8k. People put diamonds in to get a share of this. So the proportion of this 273 that you have put in works out equally. So this ends up at 1,000, or we'll call it if it was 100. If you'd put in 50, you'd be getting 50% of this if this number was at 100, just for simple math. So I think somebody put in 200 odds. So their 200 is getting them about a 2/3 share of this at the minute. So this game was built to burn diamonds, to have something in the protocol weekly that continues to burn diamonds, that continues to make people want to come in and compete and play and participate. So this is going to, once the first week runs past, this completely resets. All the diamonds that have been burnt are gone forever. You don't get any allocation into the next week. The number here resets to 0 and it starts back again for everybody to come in and participate. So this part of the system is working very, very well so far. There are not enough diamonds in the market at the minute for people to want to throw a lot in here. They're also still worth quite a bit of money. I think the current price is somewhere around $14, $15. So people needing to buy those each time to throw them in at the minute. No miners coming out yet. We'll take a bit of a look into some miners created. There's Penny looking great. Ali, is that the protocol or me? Not quite sure. Most likely the protocol, but I don't need compliments. I'm nice enough to myself anyway. So the auction looking pretty good this week. If the price of here's where the game changes. If you're watching the price at the minute every week, if you think it's going to dump, you're better off waiting and going into the auction later. If you think the price is going to go up, you might be better off getting some diamonds now and throwing them in. If you don't have any clue what's going to happen, maybe stay away from it. Or go full DGN mode, buy some and throw them in. Remember, every diamond that goes in here gets burnt or crushed, and helps the system, helps everybody else that's participating. So you do you. Okay, we got Utah joining now. How's it going, Utah?
Yo, yo, yo. And yeah, I must say, you are looking nice today. Looking great there, buddy. Handsome as ever.
It's a pity Young Stunners videos don't capture me in all my glory.
Oh, man. Young Stunners videos make you look like a fucking movie star. What are you talking about?
We're going to play it here just so people can see how horrendous it is.
Mr. Richie Rich. So it's actually you I've been looking for all this time. The mastermind behind the shifting from gas to solids. You're not alone, I see. You're working with a formidable team that has already proven themselves in DeFi. Is a smooth move. Looks like you guys are gearing up for something massive on November 11th. I need to dig deeper into this diamond certificate. It might hold the key to everything. Time's running out. This case is about to explode. 11/11 is a date.
Fucking horrendous.
Those videos are great, man.
Good stuff.
So yeah, what do you got going on in here?
We have been looking at, we're just going through the DApp, looking at the stats, what's going on. The good news is we only have 3 Diamond Hand tickets unclaimed from all the NFTs. So there was 18 additional claimed today. We had a look through Etherscan. There have been 132 miners started so far since the protocol began. We've brought in about, what did I say it was? I can't remember. Just over 10 ETH just over 10 ETH into the protocol. And obviously then whatever the matching number of Blaze is to match that value of the 10 ETH. So probably somewhere around 60K has rolled in over the first couple of days.
Yeah, not bad considering the market conditions. Don't look outside today, folks. It's ugly out there. People are freaking out. Yeah, we're going to have a lot more data coming out, ways to track the data on this protocol. I'd say within a week, you're probably going to have so much. So you'll be able to see how many miners, how many claimed early, what's coming out. And so it'll help everybody, with this protocol.
I was given the heads up on that before, showing the little analytics box and the stats thing, just saying we're probably going to have a lot of June analytics information in there. And then TitanX Utils are going to have hopefully the first of our simulators that will help you see what you're doing in the system, how it earns money, and potentially play around with that, see what change your dollar values, things like that. So can ROI, there's Hopley asking now, can you add ROI stats for each of our miners? Stuff like that will be coming, Hopley. Just give us a few days. Rich was chatting, we were chatting to Rich today, and he thought, okay, so Duke's run into some some things that he thought were going to be a little more straightforward. This protocol is slightly different than nearly all the other mining protocols and auction protocols in TitanX. So TitanX Utils, Dukes and Keto are overcoming a few of the challenges that's been thrown up in pulling together some of the data. The dev who was creating the June dashboard was sick yesterday, but like I say, we're hoping to have a lot of this stuff up for you guys within the week.
Yeah, it's going to be much nicer to have all that data. Easiest thing right now, and what I'm doing anyway, is I'm just starting miners because I want 100% of my tokens, after day 100, day 101, 102. So I'm just starting miners. I've done these types of protocols before, especially TitanX, and for me, my best play was the ones that I ran full term. So I'm just running max miners. And the thing is, you're not locked into it with this protocol. So if somewhere along the way of those 100 days, you need some money, there's a compound opportunity, you want to go into staking, you want to go into the auction or any of that, you can do it at any time.
Yeah.
So the safest thing to do and the easiest thing to do right now for me, I'm just running miners, starting as many as I can. Penny shared about it on X today. Where we're at in these market conditions, it's all about accumulation. Get your hands on as many of your favorite tokens as you can, so that when the market
shared that post today, I'll bring it up. I did share that. I'm going to read it out here. What if the last year actually ended up being the best thing that could have happened to everyone, presenting you an opportunity to be able to accumulate these altcoins for a whole other year at their lows? Trust me, the last cycle when everything was going parabolic, a lot of people wished they bought more at the bottoms. But at these lows, you have to have complete confidence and conviction, because that's when fear is at all-time high. And today, folks, that fear and greed index is at 15. It's a pretty grim number out there. Bitcoin going under 100K, ETH tapping 3K again. For sake, not that long ago, we're up near 5. So anyway, left and right, you have people writing 1,000-word essays on why crypto is a scam and everything is going to zero. Bears sound smart, but the bulls make money. You must keep it simple and stick to the plan no matter what. Buy the fear, sell the euphoria. I've never stopped personally DCAing because I'm so sure of what the data says where adoption of this space is going. I don't pay attention to the talking heads on X. Facts are what the facts are. We move forward, onward, upward. Have a blessed day. Great post from Penny. Whether that is your stance or not, whether you are a bear who likes to sound smart or a bull who will eventually make some money, that's your call. For me, and I'm sure you as well, Utah, it's like there's no swaying from the path. Keep accumulating, stick to the plan, and don't deviate. Don't start panicking, selling bags. You got to sit and watch them go down, but that is the path that I have chosen, and that is the path I'm sticking to.
Yeah. And if you guys want to know what Penny's talking about and a lot more information on the data that he's watching, go back to the Titan X 2nd anniversary stream, and Ali had him on for a whole hour, and the data's there, and it's an extremely good hour. I would recommend going and watching that.
Yeah, and 1 hour. It's a 1 hour deep dive into macro and the conditions that are out there that are kind of painting a bullish picture when you tune out all the noise and what's going on in the market right now. But look, let's continue on here, because I don't want us to end with these streams every night, man. They go on so long. Come on, planning to stick to a time frame, and we talk for so long. Just so much stuff to cover, so many things to discuss. But look, the add to LP, the protocol obviously takes in ETH. The 60% of the ETH gets filtered in to this part of the protocol, the buy and add to the LP. So ETH comes in. We've got $10,000 of ETH sitting here waiting to buy DCA into Titan X. Then the Titan X comes over here once it's bought. So we've got an additional 4K almost of Titan X sitting waiting to market buy X28. And in X28, we have already $5,000 of X28 sitting waiting to buy diamonds. Half of that value will buy diamonds, and it will pair the X28, add the X28 and the diamonds to the LP. And this is all user called functions. Currently, users can call this swap, they can call this swap, but this is not available at this minute in time. When the price is up so high compared to when the ROI basically is so high in the system, when the Blaze price compared to the cost, the Blaze price and the ETH price, the cost of creating miners compared to what the actual price of diamonds is at the minute. When it's as high as it is now, we do not need to buy. The system needs to level out a little bit before this gets activated. So There's a question there. Is the 1.1 billion Titan X to X28 swap admin adjustable? Yes, I'm not exactly 100% sure. The can be turned up and turned down. The time frame can be changed. The amount can be changed. There are maxes and minimums. I would need Rich to come on and confirm. Oh, speak of the devil. Speak of the devil. Rich, straight in, sir. Straight in on the spot. What is the 1.1 billion Titan X to X28 swap admin adjustable?
Yes. Do I need to turn it down?
No. Which part's adjustable? The time between each swap and the amount. There is a maximum and minimum on both of them, is there?
So there's a each one of those are set interval and amount separately. Each one can be set separately, different amounts, and each one has a setting, admin setting.
Okay.
It just can't be turned off. That's the key feature.
So can you crank it up as high as you want or as low as you want?
Yes.
Woo! Like it or hate it, I fucking love it. Anyway, okay. Let's see. Hopley wants you to crank it up.
Of course, everybody would want that. Blow some of these funds. Let us recycle the first week.
I think it's currently a bit slow to move X28 back to peg with Titan X. I agree. Okay, Hopley, the market conditions, when you try to do anything in these market conditions, it gets slapped back down. I'm not saying that we're not going to use this or whatever. That's not any intention at all. It's just Richard Hart. Look at Richard Hart talking about his firing $17 or $20 million into Pulse and Pulse X. It gets sold off the next day. Eric fired on the Bamburn a few days ago, and the whole ecosystem kind of ripped the fucking 50% positive straight away, and it's all been sold off already. So there's people sell, but there is people actively will sell straight into our buys of X28 as well. So you got to be careful here, Hopley. Got to preserve the funds and wait until the market conditions are ready and will accept pumpage, because you'll have seen it all over the place. The fucking PVP out there at the minute is unbelievable. People will literally sell you the skin of their arse for $2. Anyway, sorry, rant over.
Yeah, there's people already selling into X28. You know, they front ran it, bought it cheap, knew we were going to start buying it, and they're already selling into it. It's like, come on, guys. But yeah, it's so ugly out there right now. It's like you got a pack of coyotes fighting over a chicken bone right now. So right now, the name of the game, accumulate as many tokens as you can get your hands on that you like, and just keep stacking until, you know, the market starts to reverse. That's why I'm just starting miners.
Yeah, so this is looking pretty healthy here at the minute. You know, it's just building up. Nice bag of Titan X. Remember, the protocol is still very early. The liquidity pool is still very thin. The supply is still very low. So there's plenty of time here to let everything kind of start to build, settle. But looking really good so far of what's coming in here and how it's looking so far. Richie, you want to add anything there, do you? I don't know why I've started calling you Richie, but
If we could get Donald Trump to pump Ethereum for us, then we could we could be paying more of this Titan X of these ratios. But I don't have his number. You got his number?
no. But the next day he's making.
Look, folks, this is huge. We start going to put tariffs, big tariffs on ETH. We're going to make people buy diamonds. Diamonds.
See, diamonds. So next time he's making a video for him, I'll tell him to fucking pump everything.
No, I mean, obviously.
What you keep making a crunching noise there on your phone or something.
Look, you're gonna have to take what you can get. You want me while I'm working, or you don't want me at all?
Well, stop fucking moving then.
No, obviously we got to let this protocol at least survive past a few weeks. So we're not gonna. everything we've got in the first few days. I mean, I will, I barely have had time to properly analyze how things are going. People probably don't understand this, but I didn't see the DAP before anyone else. That was my first time seeing it live when everyone saw it.
Yeah, because there was so many changes towards the end in the
All I saw
design.
was pieces and little screenshots here and there. So
Rich, that's really bad. Whatever you're doing there, it's really hard to hear, and it's making a lot of noise. He's probably gonna go, ah, fuck this. Yeah, look, there he goes. I knew it.
He gone. He gone.
I knew it. When I told him it was bad, he's just gonna go, ah, fuck this.
Yeah, that's all good. And so if we're looking at, like buy pressure and things like that, this is just for the buy and add LP.
Yeah.
This isn't the buy and burn at all, or the buy and crush.
Yeah, so we'll flick into that because that's just okay. So this one's looking even juicier. Obviously, all the NFT sales come in here, but there's what have we got? We've got 65K still sitting, waiting in ETH to buy Titan X. That's ticking over. Look, it's buying $193 off the market at these lows, at these prices. Even today, it's getting a better deal today. I think Titan X is down more than ETH today. Let's take a quick look. Let's take a quick look. So ETH is down 5% on the day. Titan X is down 8% on the day. So technically this DCN at the minute is good. We're getting more Titan X for our ETH today than we were yesterday. So, I mean, that's the beauty of DCN. Hopefully we got to start getting a bit of a change in direction of the charts tomorrow or soon. I've seen a couple of things. Maybe 5 days after the reopening of government is when the bull market kicks off. See all this fucking shit getting talked about. Anyway, so 65K of ETH still sitting. We already have accumulated $3,700 worth of Titan X, and that we have also then accumulated $5,000 worth of X28. This is the crusher. This will simply buy and crush diamonds off the market. Again, should I say it? Should I not? The market price of diamonds at the minute is even looking at this chart. Although this has come down a lot, it's still sitting very high because you've got to remember this is based on twice the price of Blaze. The Blaze value plus the ETH value is kind of a break-even point for your miners. So the fact that it's sitting, Blaze is sitting at, what are we sitting at in Blaze? 20 cents, 21 cents. There's a massive gap at the minute, which is why what a fucking performance from Blaze. I'm going to look at that afterwards. But that's why we're sitting with this massive 32x ROI at the minute. So there's got to be some leveling out of this. Let's see. Where to go? So we have time. The lower the Blaze, the lower the price of diamonds, the more it buys and burns when this gets fired up. This is switched off as well. And this, I don't know if this one gets set. This doesn't need to be set exactly the same as the other one. The two work the same, but they're completely independent of each other. So 3 more swaps here that can be tweaked up, tweaked down, whatever it may be. Again, it'd be interesting to see if there was a big swing in the peg of X28. We'd have to react quick, change the settings on this thing, maybe crank up the buy. If X28 was to dump against Titan X, there could be a play to go in and crank this up a little bit for a few hours and try and scoop up dips that happen. So a lot to play with. But again, another part of the system ticking along, looking really well. We'll have to look into the auctions. Mining, I'm going to look at last. NFTs, quick jump into NFTs. So we've seen everybody bar 3 have claimed their Diamond Hand tickets. I'm actually going to do one thing quickly. I'm going to take a quick snapshot of, ETH just took a bit of a pump. That pool has just grown by 8K. That's just grown by 8K. since we last looked at it. 1%, 1.5% up in the last hour. Okay, that seems about, well, maybe not 8, but anyway, I'm taking a screenshot of the amount of ETH in there so we can keep a track now of how much ETH is getting added into that pool. Needs to be stat to keep a track of. And then if we go down, so the total Blaze staked, the total Blaze staked by diamonds is already 148,000 Blaze. So it's already got, this was 9.4 yesterday. So we've added another 0.4% today. And we have another 3,000 Blaze sitting. So this is another part of the DApp that people can come in and call. There's currently, so this, it lets you stake every 7 days, but that was just put in there in case there was like very little participation, hardly any Blaze come in. As soon as there is 4,000 Blaze here, you can connect and call that function to stake the Blaze, and it moves from in here. So it's sitting in the protocol at the minute. It's not staked. When you connect here and click to call that function, that Blaze will go into the staking, into the Blaze staking, and show up in this stat here. So we looked at the pools briefly earlier on. The 8-day, the 88-day, they're growing rapidly already with the introduction of diamonds. The more the more the Blaze price goes up, the more ETH it takes to close the auction out, the more rewards go into both systems. So this was sitting at $5 on the first day. It was up to, it's funny, this 8-day pool. So the share for diamond certificate holders of the first 8-day payout pool is only $74. Now, it may not seem like a lot, but the reality, it was only $5 on day one. It was $25 yesterday, and today it's sitting at 74. So it's growing pretty quick. And as I say, we've said it a few times already on the stream today, give this protocol a little bit of time. It wasn't built to, this is built to help both systems, and it's going to take a little bit of time. Get your miners set and forget. If you get an opportunity to take a bit of profit here or there, take it. But let's work this thing together and let all these pools grow. Try and get the Blaze price up, the auctions filling up, the reward pools filling up, and that can then entice us to get more people in and, you know, just create that little bit of flow where the whole thing starts to grow. The more it grows, the more everybody in the system benefits. You turning, you want to mention there?
Yeah, if I was to guess, I'd say that with that 3,000 Blazes sitting in there that hasn't been staked yet, I'd say right now that it's a safe bet that Diamonds has 10% of the entire staking pool in the Blaze protocol already, which is very, very impressive.
3 days in, yeah, 2 days.
Yeah, so it's going to take a little while for all of this stuff to come together, but you want to be positioned when it does. I mean, it's working beautifully. The protocol's working beautifully. This protocol's awesome, and the way that they work together is just a beautiful thing.
Yeah, so, you know, when we're talking, never forget I've said this so many times before, but, you know, whenever the ecosystem turns around, you've seen how quickly everybody got very, very bullish when the Dragon X burn got turned on, or ban add to the staking, whatever you want to call it. Anyway, it was ban Titan X. Whenever that got turned on, you could see the effect in the market. Now, there's many protocols that all have firepower. Hydra, Blaze has got $500,000 behind it in the reward pool. Diamonds has got it. Titan X has it. So Taurus has it. So there's so much firepower behind this that nobody is firing yet. And all these things that we're talking about, all these reward pools, whenever the market turns, everything is going to have so much value accruing in it when the direction of the price is going the opposite way. So like Utah says, you know, get positioned, get positioned for what's coming. This thing does need a little bit of time, but it's working beautifully at right at this minute. The first few days here, it's showing us early signs that it's doing what it was built to do.
Yeah, I mean, the goal of this is that miners always get a better deal than people that buy off market. So if you're stacking right now when retail's nowhere to be found and you're getting your hands on these tokens, retail's going to come in and they're going to market buy them, and you're going to have a 100-day head start because you were mining. So something to keep in mind. Where are we going to be in 100 days? 100 days from today, I think, is what, February 22nd? I mean, we're approaching springtime at that point. So just something to consider. You're not really playing for what you're seeing right now.
Yeah, not at all. So this the last thing I'll touch on here is all these rewards that are coming. This is the actual diamond share. So this will actually, if you think about it, although this is sitting at 587 now, that 587, the amount of ETH in it's going to grow every day. The value of the ETH could start going up soon, but also this is based on what the share is at the minute. So the 8-day payout pool, the 88-day payout pool has something like, I'm going to say off the top of my head, well, we can go and take a quick look. The 88-day payout pool has another 21 days to go. So another 3 weeks of accruing more value into it. But this number of the actual diamond share could be a hell of a lot higher in 3 weeks' time. It could be, it could be 20%, it could be 30%. Who knows what it will be in 3 weeks' time? But that's obviously going to start to take a bigger chunk of the $6,000 that's in there. So this thing, yeah, just what I kind of love here is that we've got plenty of talking points and plenty of things to cover and look at every day in this system at the minute. Let's see. That's we kind of covered most things except what's happening in the staking. So remember, these pools, you can literally wait until the day before these pools arrive. So it's something for the slightly longer term. Minimum stake in this protocol is 288 days. So anybody that wants to get a share of this pool, they're going to wait a certain amount of time and decide, okay, I'm going to start staking. They're not going to get any payouts until this 88 days ticks over, but it's going to accrue ETH and Blaze every single day until that 88 days is up. It's already got 13,000 Blaze and almost 1 ETH in the 88-day payout pool, but you're going to have to commit some serious firepower and some serious time to get a share of these rewards. So plenty of things to keep an eye on and plenty of things to think about now and maybe where we're going to be in 100 days' time. And lastly, today, I'm going to look at the stats page. What the fuck? Why is it not letting me scroll down? Oh, that's why. Sorry. What the? Give me a second here, folks. I'm glitching out. Okay, so stats, price ratio, analytics coming tomorrow. But the stats, diamond supply. So we've already got, there's 1,000 diamonds on the market at the minute. Nobody has already claimed a miner. Nobody. Still there, Utah?
Yep, I'm here.
That's right. Yeah, nobody's already claimed a miner yet. Unless somebody put an absolute massive bid in, like we're talking maybe a $4,000 or $5,000 miner, which I don't think they did. That's not going to be in profit yet. Nothing's really going to be in profit yet. Maybe tomorrow. No, probably not tomorrow. Maybe the day after. There might be a little bit of profit on the table for somebody, some of the early miners, but that can change very, very quickly depending on what happens in the market, what happens with the price. So 292 diamonds have been crushed from the supply already. Strangely, that's almost 30% of the current supply in 3 days. Now, obviously, it's going to change when the miners start coming out and people start claiming miners, that the total supply is going to go up pretty quickly. But, well, again, I'm thinking that, Utah, I'm saying that it's not, if anybody's like, say an average miner of, say a miner that was $500 worth, you know, $500, you're probably getting, that's 250 blaze, 250. You're probably getting somewhere around, call it 1,000 blaze or 1,000 diamonds, maybe a bit less than that. At the end, it would be less, call it 750 diamonds at the end of your day. So they're only accruing 7.5 diamonds per day. And so even if they start to early claim, that's only going to bring on, you know, maybe 28, less than 50. Even in the first week, it's going to bring in less than 50 to the market. So it's not going to, it might not rip up, the supply might not rip up that quickly.
Yeah, so that's the game, right? If people claim early because there's a profit there, well, that's fine. But the rest of those diamonds aren't hitting the market. So they got to go back in again if they want to get another position, and they're going to have to wait a few more days than they did before, right? Because only so many people are going to be able to early claim, you know, at a profit.
We're going to get a much better picture tomorrow when we get the first dashboards out. Obviously, before you come on, I was going through an Etherscan spreadsheet with all the miners created so far. So 10 ETH worth of value in, 10 ETH in, showing the 10 ETH worth of miners, and that's only the Ethereum value. But again, like I say, that's telling me that a lot of miners are kind of, you know, maybe bringing in something like 500 diamonds over that period of time, be earning 5 per day. It could be an average, something like that, based on what my miners were and the value and the total in. I'm going to estimate that, you know, the average might be 5 diamonds for those 130 miners, maybe 5 a day. You know, so unless a lot of those people decide that they want to try and early claim, there's going to be, it might not, the supply might not grow too fast here.
Yeah, it might not. I mean, and once the liquid blaze it's on the market is absorbed into the protocol and people start using it, it's going to get extremely scarce because you're only going to be able to get what's coming out of the auctions every day.
Yeah. Okay. So 300 diamonds, almost 300 diamonds crushed. Most of them have been thrown in to get the share of that Ethereum that's sitting in the Diamonds Exchange. 19 in the vault. The 19 in the vault is people that have staked have added in extra diamonds for their staking bonus. So liquid supply 292. Or 692 liquid supply, that's in user hands, 485 in the LP. That doesn't seem right unless somebody has already claimed liquid supply. Oh, sorry, fuck, I'm thrown off. That's a total. This is what Rich was talking about maybe some of the stuff in the UI needs a little bit of tweaking. So this liquid is the total liquid at the minute. Not like this, it's total. This should probably say total supply. In the LP, in only 207 diamonds in user hands. No, that can't be right either. Yeah, it fucking is. Holy shit. Whoa. So I didn't even realize it was that low. So there's only 207 diamonds. Yeah, only 207 diamonds in user hands at the minute. That's what I'm saying. There was a lot more, but people have thrown them in to the Diamonds Exchange. That's the kind of some of the effects that I didn't even realize it was as much as that today. So there's more supply in the LP right now than there is in user hands. Only 200. Yeah, only the only people, the only diamonds in people's hands, 207 tokens. Holy shit, crazy. And the Blaze stats, supply in the LP, 114k Blaze in the LP. This is the number. Oh, somebody's just sold. Somebody's just stuck 1,000 into, let's see if that's correct. Somebody just stuck 1,000 into the liquidity pool. Somebody just sell 1,000. Look at that. Real live tracking of showing things work. That just creeped up. So 115k in the LP. This is the number we're hoping to try and reduce as much as possible. That number coming down helps everything. The supply in the LP. The staked 79. This is, let me see. I'll just check what it was yesterday. Because I've been taking a screenshot of this every day, and just to show that, I will bring it up. So this is today's figure, the total staked Blaze. Now remember, new Blaze comes onto the market every day. We'll call it 6,000 comes onto the market each day. It is a little bit less than that, but for simplicity, 6k comes onto the market each day. So you need to get more than 6k staked every day, additional staked every day, to make this number go up. The first day of the protocol, last week before we even kicked off, it was 72% staked. The first day it was 76%. Yesterday it was 78.8%. Just scroll in, 78.8%. And today it's 79.42%. So this is an indication again of it, the system so far doing what it set out to do. And again, we'll say it, this thing just needs time. Just needs time to gain momentum, to keep all these numbers moving in the right direction. And if it starts to achieve, you know, if we get this from 80 up to 90, if we get this lower and lower, the supply in the LP lower, and this supply in the LP and this liquid lower and lower, these numbers are very, very important for the future of diamonds and Blaze itself. So that's it. That's really it on the stats. On DEX Screener. Okay, on DEX Screener it says Pool Blaze 91.5. Hopley. $91.5. Pool Blaze 91.5. It's probably pulling in the data from the other pools, Hopley. Let's take a quick check. So what have we got there? What have we got? What do we say? What did he say there? 91. This is the Inferno pool. Isn't it? No, Blaze Titan X. How much is in that? There's only 400 in that. Let's see if I search Blaze and look at the Inferno one. Blaze Titan X. Shit.
Type in Inferno.
Infernal Blaze. Let's get it. Duke. This then. So 91 plus 3.5. So it's still slightly shy. Still slightly shy. I'll check that out. We'll check that out. Let me see. So Blaze Inferno 3.5k Blaze in that pool. $115. Yeah. Maybe there's other pools kicking about with a little bit of value in there. I'll dig into that and see exactly what's happening. Okay, look, that's it for the stats, really. These are just price ratios. You've seen this everywhere else. You can use this to just buy diamonds direct with ETH. There is a pre-filled route, trade route that routes from ETH all the way to diamonds, finding you the best price possible. So a nice, easy way to buy diamonds rather than having to swap or go and check out different dexes. And that's it. And like I say, the analytics site is coming tomorrow. So look, I'm pretty pleased with how everything is shaping up so far. I did want to actually mention quickly. I did want to mention just Blaze. The monumental recovery of Blaze yesterday. We saw Titan-X bubbles showing a massive red for massive red for Blaze yesterday. Earlier this morning, it was a huge, massive green. I think I shared a tweet today. In fact, I'm going to bring it up. Because it was pretty epic. And if you're not following the Blaze page, you really should. We're actually putting out some, if I don't say so myself, some epic content at the minute through the channel. Just educational stuff. We've got a lot of new things in the pipeline. A lot of new marketing angles coming with these two protocols. But we're putting out a lot of really good information. Even the marketing team, Max is working his ass off in the background, retweet or commenting in a lot of big other KOL accounts, making Blaze sound very, very smart. Let's see. Yeah, this is the post here. Like from this morning, I do a lot of these posts in the morning time. But yeah, from the dip overnight to the recovery of this green candle, 167% recovery. That is pretty fucking impressive, folks. Come on.
Yeah, that was a contract hit. When somebody dumps like that, that's a contract hit. Basically, like they're trying to send a message, or they were trying to dump the price way down so they could try to get some diamond miners really cheap, like Rich said. But either way, you know what you're doing when you hit a chart like that.
Yep. So let's see what I was going to find. Just replies. Just showing some of these show up. Yeah, you see, we're putting a lot of this stuff. This stuff's getting really good engagement, really good. Lots of new faces popping up, liking this stuff and retweeting it. Whenever Trump teases a huge announcement, markets get jumpy, and with sentiment already stretched, volatility is guaranteed. These kinds of moments often trigger sharp fake-outs before the real direction shows. Smart money waits for the reaction, not the headline. Anyway, we're putting out a lot of comments and content like that outside our Titan-X bubble. So hopefully we're actually starting to refocus some of the messaging to try and direct people more to not just having these comments that sound smart, but really starting to, now that we're getting a little bit more attention, starting to focus more people to Titan-X and Blaze and Diamonds. So this is all a work and effort. We are, we're striving to get to do better all the time and to really bring as many eyeballs to these protocols as possible. Okay, so when Blaze price goes down, miners get cheaper, pushing demand and price up for Blaze again. It's a self-propelling system. Well said, Hopley. Hopley gets it.
Yeah, it takes a little while sometimes. Hopley's got a very good handle on it. He spotted it right away, so I don't know if he just watched all the streams, did a lot of research, but he's on. He knows what's going on here. For others, I think it's going to take a while for it to click. But when it clicks, like you heard Mike Dean on stream, when it clicks, you're like, okay, this thing's got some tokenomics.
That is kind of why we're, I know we're streaming every night this week. Maybe that won't continue, but we definitely do need to. There's education needed here. There's a lot of content, a lot of education, and maybe people, if we get enough green candles, enough positive ROIs for people to start really talking about their gains, that will help a lot, obviously. But in the meantime, we've got time to let the system cook. We just need to educate and continue to do what we're doing. Every metric from the Blaze team at this minute in time is heading in the right direction. All our algorithms for our socials are all getting better. The Blaze price is getting better. Diamonds is stacking like an absolute beast. So things are looking good, folks. Looking good. On that note, anything you want to say before we start wrapping up, Utah?
Nope, really pleased with how the protocols are working with each other. Everything's looking really good. We're just kind of waiting on the markets right now. We're doing what we can, but you know, Ethereum, it would be nice if Ethereum would show some performance. What do you think? Would that be cool?
Yeah.
That would be cool, huh?
So bad.
I know, man. It's just, yeah, I believe it's just market manipulation from the big boys. But it's like a coiled up spring. They can't keep this down forever. And all that liquidity is going to come flooding into these markets. And guess who's going to be here? Us. The cockroaches that survived the nuclear holocaust that was the altcoin bear market. We're still here, man, still stacking.
Yeah, and yeah, my opinion as well. An absolute shit show over on Pulse Chain at the minute.
My God.
I don't know. Fucking is Ricky Hart fucking serious, or is this another shakeout tactic? Oh man, we're not going to get into it. Just there's shit shows all over the place, but we're here having fun. Protocols are on the up, so long may that continue. And as soon as anything in the market starts to turn around, I think we're in a fucking prime position to take advantage.
Yeah, and if you're here now and you're watching these streams, you can get a really big head start as far as accumulating tokens. It's 100 days to get your full token, so you can get a head start, because ask anybody, being early, usually pays off pretty well. So
we actually, our plan tonight to show people how to start a miner live on stream. I forgot about that one. So we'll have that will be the focus of tomorrow night. Then Utah, we will have to make that the focus. One of the sole focuses is showing a miner getting created, and maybe do a little market buy and throw some diamonds into the pool and watch how that affects the figures. And then anybody that's new, doesn't really know what's going on, it'll be a perfect stream for them to get a handle on how to operate the amazing Diamonds DApp. So on that note.
Yeah, I think that's a great idea. We'll start actually doing functions on the Diamonds DApp so people can see. And one thing people need to keep in mind, there's not a lot of people watching right now, and we know that retail's not here yet, but these videos are evergreen. So people will be able to go back and watch these and learn about diamonds, clear down down the line, months from now. If they want to learn about diamonds, we'll have these videos. They'll be able to go back and watch all this. So it does not hurt to create content and educate people, even if you're not educating for the masses right now. These videos may be educating a hell of a lot more people in the future.
Yeah, absolutely. So well, maybe just note that now for the thumbnail. If we make the thumbnail something like how to mine diamonds, then that will be the focus of the stream tomorrow. So yes, thanks everybody for tuning in. Everything is markets don't look great, but everything in our protocols is doing what we are intending it to do. Everything's working like a well-oiled machine at the minute. So as you talk, I'll let you say it. I'll let you close out with your tagline, because we've gone from let's fucking go last week back to
hold the line.
All right.
Down in the crypto holler, there's a gem called Diamonds Bright. 4 ways to join the fun, each one standing on its own right. Pick 1, 2, 3, or all, no strings to tie 'em tight. Check the white paper for details, it'll set you straight tonight. Oh, diamonds, shiny diamonds, independent as can be. Mix 'em up or pick a favorite, works for you and me. 1020, 225, store opens wide. Buy diamond certificates, we're here to hold them with pride. Earn these rewards every 28 days, steady as the tide. As long as you keep them NFTs, the goodies keep on coming inside. Oh, diamonds, shiny diamonds, independent as can be. Mix them up or pick your favorite, what's for you and me. Diamonds, shiny diamonds, easy ways to win the game. Yeehaw, grab you, holler out the diamond's name.
Goodbye.
Diamonds are forever. The crown jewels keep. Diamonds are forever. Locked whispers of the sea. Diamonds are